Left-handed battle today in Arlington with Joe Kennedy pitching for the A's and Kenny Rogers for Texas. A play that occurred in the top of the first inning kind of set the tone for the ball game because the A's had lots of opportunities today, had to settle for 4 runs as it turned out. The A's had Kendall up with 1 out in that top of the first. And Rogers' 1-1 pitch is lifted to right field, popped up down the line, long run, DeRosa right down the line. The ball drops down fair. Now he bobbles the ball. Kendall takes a look. He's going to try to go to second to throw the tag, and he is out at second base. Jason Kendall in a no man's land, looping that ball down the right field line, and DeRosa coming on, tried to play it on a hop as the ball dropped down barely fair. And then when DeRosa had the ball play off his glove and the ball trickling into foul territory, Kendall, who had stopped, then decided to pursue going to second, and he was thrown out by the right fielder DeRosa with the shortstop Michael Young taking the throw, and it wasn't that close. So it was 0-0 going to the bottom of the third with Mark DeRosa leading off for the Rangers against Joe Kennedy.
And the 1-2 pitch, and that is hammered to left field. A tomahawk job, and it's gone. Mark DeRosa launches one about 4 rows back above the out-of-town scoreboard. His 7th home run of the season, 2nd of the series, and the Rangers are on the board. They lead it 1-0.
3 home runs against the A's for DeRosa. A's didn't do much against Rogers in the first 4 innings, but in the 5th, they broke through against Kenny. Single by Hatterberg. Dan Johnson hit by a pitch. Nick Swisher hit one to right center that Matthews tracked down, but on the play, Hatterberg went to third, and alertly, Johnson, realizing the throw was going to third, advanced to second. So the A's had second and third, 1 out, and Marco Scudero in the number 9 hole. The set, the delivery, here it is, swung on and driven deep left center field. Mensch is going back, still going. He is going to play it off the wall. And 2 runs are going to score easily, and up to second with a booming double is Marco Scudero as the Athletics have taken a 2-1 lead. That ball was killed to deep left center field off the fence, right in front of the A's bullpen. A's had a real shot later in the inning because Mark Ellis followed with an infield single, and the A's had first and third, still only 1 out, but Jason Kendall bounced into a 4-6-3 double play, and that was one of the plays that might have halted the A's momentum as we worked through the afternoon because the Rangers jumped on Joe Kennedy in the bottom of that 5th inning with 1 out. DeRosa singled. A soft single to right by Matthews set the table for Michael Young. And a left-hander with a 1-0. And it's ripped into center for a base hit. We have a tie ball game. DeRosa walking home from third. Up to second goes Matthews. You make any kind of a mistake right now to Michael Young, and you're going to pay for it. Pitch was up. Solid single by Young. A's 2, Texas 2. Mark Teixeira up next in already 7 RBIs in the first 2 games of the series. Kennedy's pitch is hit to deep left center field. Long run. Kotsay is going to watch, and it's in the A's bullpen. And Mark Teixeira suddenly erupts for a 3-run home run on the first pitch he sees in the 5th inning. And all of a sudden, it's 5-2 Texas. In the 6th, the A's would jump back in the last inning that Rogers pitched today after Kotsay bounced out. Chavez walked. Jay Payton going the other way after bouncing out to shortstop in his first 2 at-bats. Payton's double set things up for the A's first and third, and 1 out for Hatterberg. And the 1-2 pitch is a line drive base hit to center field. Payton had to wait. Chavez is going to score from third easily, and Payton goes from second to third on a single to center by Hatterberg. And now it's a 5-3 ball game. So Hatterberg wins the duel with Kenny Rogers reaching out, stroking a solid single to center, and Jay Payton had to make sure the ball got past the shortstop Michael Young. The A's had first and third there. That's when Johnson hit a medium kind of short fly ball to left, and the A's couldn't score. Payton from third, and then Swisher struck out, and the A's settled for 1, and leaving first and third after they had runners at the corners with 1 away. And so Texas, again, kind of the tone for the game. They came back in the bottom of the 6th as Joe Kennedy came back to work the 6th inning. Mensch singled, Gonzalez popped out, and then Rod Barajas had a chance. 0-1 pitch, and Barajas sends a fly ball, left center field, deep. Kotsay back, racing, reaching up, and can't get it. It's by him and rolling to the wall. Mensch is around third. He comes to the plate. He will score on a double to left center by Barajas, and now it's 6-3 Texas. That was the last pitch thrown by Joe Kennedy. Yabu got the A's out of the sixth inning with the score 6-3, but Texas would make it 7-3 in the seventh inning. 2 out, nobody aboard Soriano.
As Yabu winds in the 2-2 pitch, and that's whacked to right field. Swisher going back, still going back. He's looking up. It's gone. Soriano gets his first hit of the series and his 33rd home run of the season, and the Rangers tack on another run. They lead it 7-3.
Von Flores got 1 out for the A's in the eighth inning. Juan Cruz got the last 2 outs. It was 7-3 Texas, with Wasden going for a 3-inning save, pitching the ninth inning. 2 out, nobody on. Scudero up for the A's. And here's the pitch on the way, and it's swung on in a deep drive left field. Back is Mensch. He's going to walk, and Scudero has gone deep to left field, well back in the seats in the ninth inning. And the A's say they're not quite dead yet. On an 0-2 pitch, it's now 7-4 Texas. Ball was hit about 8 or 10 rows back in the seats, but that was all the A's would get in the ninth inning, as Watson got his 4th save this year as the Rangers got the win over the A's 7-4, salvaging 1 game of the series. On to Cleveland as that big 3-game set begins tomorrow at the Jake, with C.C. Sabathia opposed by the A's right-hander Danny Herron. That's it from Arlington. We'll head back to the Bay Area. Robert Vaughn will have the full big league scoreboard when our A's postgame continues.